Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Keep Cooking with Pam Davidson. We are getting ready to fix a little supper here. So, we are doing something called Low Country Boil. It's you make everything in one pot, but we got some people coming for dinner, so we're going to do 2 pots because I don't think it's all going to fit in one. So first off, we're going to do is get these potatoes going, because we got to cook them for 15 minutes. So we're just cutting them in half right now. Make sure they're all cut in half. I think, oh, here's one. So jump on here. We're going to be live doing the Low Country Boil tonight. And I know some people have a different name depending on where you live. You might have a different name for this dish. But we will show you how we're going to do it. Now this is in my cookbook. And I got my cookbook right here using it. So if you're going to follow along, it's on page 38 of the cookbook. And if you want to get the cookbook, you have to go to my page, hit send message, and you'll get an automatic reply back how to get the cookbook. They're $25. All right, good to see everybody jumping on here. I got Brooke here with me. Me and her have been out and about today. We are home now. We're waiting on Trevor to get here. Tiana, Tony will be coming up from the garage. So, somebody wants to know, has anybody ever cooked for me? Well, Brooke's helping me tonight. She wanted this, so I said, well, just come on over and we'll do it together here. So she's done helped me. She's made the coleslaw, and she's got the hush puppies ready to go. So first off, I'm going to take these red potatoes. Now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us eating. So we're going to make a lot. So we'll probably have leftovers.
There's 6 of us.
6 of us?
Mm-hmm. Me, oh no, there's 5. I can't count.
There's 5 of us eating tonight. Okay. But we're 5 big eaters. So we're going to take these red potatoes. I've cut them in half. And I'm going to, well, first of all, you got to put the Old Bay seasoning. Let me read my recipe here. Start with a large pot of water. Add the Old Bay seasoning. So that's what we're going to do first. This hasn't even been opened yet. This is a brand new bottle. Well, actually, I'm going to start these because these can be cooking while we're talking. So I cut all the potatoes in half. I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes. And the potatoes do go by themselves for the first 15 minutes, okay? We are going to put in 3/4 cup of Old Bay seasoning, or somewhere thereabout. If you want more, you can put more when it comes out. But we're going to start with that right there. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that in that pot. And we're going to get a stir stick. Stir this up with. So that Old Bay seasoning gets put in there good. All right. Next, we are going to chop up some kielbasa. Now, I got beef Polish kielbasa. So once the potatoes cook for 15 minutes, this is the second thing that we're going to add. I'm going to go ahead and get this cut up, and I like to cut mine in little circles. You can cut it any way you want. So we will cut this in little circles. And Brooke, you can read the comments if you see any that somebody's trying to tell me something. Brooke will catch it in the comments. Because I'll have to look at the comments every once in a while. We're going to get this cut up while our potatoes are cooking for 15 minutes. Let me know in the comments if y'all have ever had this. We didn't have it till what, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
First time I had it. I think Brooke, what, your aunt or somebody made it?
Yeah.
I'd heard of it, but we had never had it. Now I don't eat shrimp, so I just picked the shrimp out. But I eat everything else that's in it.
Somebody wants to see the seasoning. It's just Old Bay. Old Bay seasoning. Any eggs?
No eggs today. And y'all, what happened last night, I forgot to put the chickens up, and Tony went down there, and he closed the door on the coop. He thought it was dark. He thought all the chickens was in there. 3 of them wasn't. So that one could have laid the egg somewhere, I don't know. But we got 1 egg yesterday, none today. But I went down there and we found all the chickens. They survived through the night. Nothing got them. So, that's a good thing.
Did you go to Hobby Lobby?
Yeah, we did. We did go to Hobby Lobby, but I didn't film any, y'all, because it was so crowded. People was in there shopping, and they were all up in the Christmas stuff. So I didn't get to film anything, but we did go there. I didn't buy a thing, though. I just liked to look and see what they got. All right, let me get one more of these out. How long do those hush puppies go to cook?
15.
Okay.
So I'll wait until that 15 minutes is up and then I'll do it.
All right, we got the potatoes. Let me get a little, well, I can just pour this into here for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put these into here, and we're going to cut this other one up. I'm going to make sure we got plenty of food tonight, y'all.
Hi, Brooke. Did you do the tree?
Yes, y'all. She's on it. We were getting ready to cook supper, but we were a little bit early. And I didn't want it to get done too early because Trevor's not off work yet. So she said, let's just go hang them ornaments. I got up early this morning, got all the lights on it, got the garland on it. So the only thing we had to do was hang the ornaments. So me and her went in there, and in 30 minutes, we got the tree done and the tubs put away. So we're on it. We're ready for a Christmas show tonight. So right now, let's say we got 10 more minutes on those potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and cut these. Somebody's saying, did you get to Hobby Lobby? We did. And they had a lot of Christmas. All their Christmas stuff, y'all, is 60% off. And all of the fall stuff is 75% off. So if y'all need some fall attire maybe for next year, get out there if you live anywhere near a Hobby Lobby, because they got some good sales going on. I mean, the whole complete Christmas section was 60% off. I have felt real good today. I made sure my sugar did not drop. Now that I know that's the symptom that I got to feeling bad when the sugar dropped, I check it, and I'm making sure I ate throughout the day. And I was able to eat today. I wasn't sick, so that's a good thing. All right.
Tell them what you're making.
All right. If you just signed on, here's what we're making tonight. It's in my cookbook on page 38. We call it Low Country Boil. Some people call it Frogmore Stew. All right. So here's what's in it. You have Old Bay seasoning, Polish kielbasa, red potatoes, frozen ears of the small corn, and shrimp. So it's only got 4 items in it, and it's covered in Old Bay seasoning. So you boil it a little bit at a time. The potatoes start their 15 minutes. Then we're going to add the kielbasa and cook that 5 minutes longer. Then we're going to add the corn. But actually, I'm making so much, we're going to use a second pot. And I'm going to put the corn in the second pot. And the I'm going to go ahead and put that corn in. We got a bag of frozen little niblets, giblets, whatever you call them. What are these things called? Niblets? Anyhow, I'm going to put these in a separate pot. Normally you can do everything in one pot, but because we're making a lot, I'm going to put these in the second pot here. So I already got my water boiling. I'm going to put them right in there, and that's going to bring that water temperature down. And then we're going to just boil these about 5 minutes, and then at the end I can mix it all together. But to make sure I got room for everything, because this corn takes up a lot of room, I'm going to bring that back to a boil, and then we're going to boil that corn 5 minutes. Okay? Now, I need a paper towel here or something. Let me just wipe this counter off. I don't want to get this all on my sleeves. All right, I can look at the comments for just a minute now. Oh, somebody never heard of this seasoning. It's called Old Bay seasoning. This is what they use where we live in Virginia. They put this on all seafood anywhere you go in Virginia. It's called Old Bay. And let me tell you what it is. It's celery salt, spices, including red pepper and black pepper and paprika. That sounds like it's the only thing in it. It says sprinkle on all types of seafood, from shrimp to salmon and crab cakes. Use seasoned chicken, chowder, burgers, and dips. But this is called Old Bay. And here in Virginia, they put this on every kind of seafood possible. It's called Old Bay seasoning. And I don't know, some of y'all said you never heard of this. If you aren't getting notification when I'm on, sometimes Facebook goes and defaults you back to nothing. Go to my page, click on the button that says following or favorites or something like that, and hold down, and you'll have your choices of what kind of notification you're going to get. So you either got to pick favorites or see first or something like that. So yeah, Walmart carries this, and we're going to... we can put some on the corn too, actually. I'm going to sprinkle some of this in the corn, even though we're going to mix it all together when we get back. But I'll sprinkle some of that in the corn, so it's all in the Old Bay seasoning. All right, let me see if I can get any more questions answered here. We are having coleslaw. We're going to have the Low Country boil, which is potatoes, kielbasa, corn, and shrimp. Okay? And Brooke is done made the coleslaw, and she's over there. We're in the air fryer. She's doing
Hush puppies.
Hush puppies. We just bought some frozen hush puppies, and she's just cooking them over there in the air fryer. Now, halfway through, you got to rotate them pans.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, this is, because we live close to Maryland. Where'd that Old Bay go? Oh. This might just be a Maryland thing, y'all, because we live close to Maryland. We side with Maryland. This says, yeah, it's made by McCormick and Company from Hunt Valley, Maryland. And you can go to oldbay.com and check this out. So if you live elsewhere and you've never heard of Old Bay seasoning, you might want to check this out. The recipe is in my cookbook on page 38. If you've never had this, it's good. It's good to make for a crowd. And I don't eat shrimp, but I just pick through the shrimp and get out the kielbasa, the potatoes, and the corn, and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, somebody said they have Old Bay in Massachusetts. All right, Arkansas has Old Bay. All right, well, that's good. Okay, Ohio, they call it seafood broil. A lot of people call it like they call it a shrimp broil. A shrimp broil sometimes I've heard it called. A lot of times when people's at the beach, they'll do this. They'll make big pots of all this and just dump it all out on a picnic table and eat it.
And sometimes they'll put crabs in it.
Yeah, sometimes they'll put crabs in it. But this is the one we use, is this Low Country boil. Now the Low Country is out of Charleston, South Carolina. It's called Low Country. So I don't know if it originated down there or not. All right, so Iowa has it, Wisconsin has it. Okay, so I think everybody has it. If you don't have it, try to get it. If you like seafood, you'd like this. All right, we got 2 more minutes on the potatoes. And they will be done. We got the corn over here, 2 minutes on the corn. I don't even think that corn started boiling yet. All right, I can read the comments for 2 minutes, and then we're going to do the next step. Yeah, everybody uses this on seafood around here, Old Bay seasoning. They put it on everything, shrimp, crab legs, everything. But this recipe, what we're doing tonight, is on page 38 in the recipe book, my recipe book, called Low Country Boil. So the water, let me show y'all what we got over here in case you're just now signing on. And this, normally you do it all in one pot, but I'm making so much I'm using 2 pots. This is red potatoes, and we just cut it in half. Cut each potato in half, and we're boiling them for 15 minutes. They got 1 more minute to go. Okay? Over here we got the corn separate. It's these small ears of corn that you buy frozen, and you just boil them over here for like 5 to 7 minutes. Next, we got, I did 2 things of kielbasa because we got 5 adults eating tonight, so I didn't think 1 would be enough. This goes in next. We're going to add this to our potatoes. We got 30 seconds to go, and we're going to add this. Somebody said, do you go to church? We do go to church. Yes, we do.
Someone said, what are hush puppies?
Hush puppies are little tiny bites of cornbread that's fried, and they call them hush puppies. You can Google it and see. Some people put crawfish in it. We don't have crawfish where we live. We don't eat crawfish around here. I think that's more south. All right, the timer went off. I'm going to put these in. This is beef kielbasa. Any type of kielbasa you want. I'm going to stir them around. Next, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to wash this shrimp. We went to the deli and we bought the shrimp. This is about a little over 2.5 pounds of shrimp. So we are going to, I'm going to put this in this strainer and I'm going to go rinse this off good at the sink. And then we're going to add it. Let's see, we got to do this one. Well, we got to bring it to a boil, I think. We're going to bring that to a boil. Once you add your kielbasa, we cook it for 5 minutes longer, okay? Yes, you can get my cookbook. If you
So you can talk them?
It don't matter. Yeah, you can wash them. Fill that bag with water first, like cold water, and get them real good and washed.
Okay.
I'm with that girl that says I don't think I could eat crawfish. Yeah, we didn't grow up eating crawfish, and if you did not grow up eating that, I couldn't eat it. Just to tell y'all the truth, I couldn't eat that. These are red bliss potatoes that we're using. Let me see what it says to do on that shrimp book.
Okay.
It says shrimp peeled into veins. Do those have peelings on them?
We don't have to peel them. Like, people can just peel them as they
Oh.
go. That's what we did last time.
Oh, okay. We didn't peel them last time. We just let them peel them as they go. If you don't know what crawfish is, you have to go like down to Louisiana. You got to go farther south. It's a staple down there, but not so much up here where we live. Let me see what those shrimp look like. Are they the vein?
Yeah.
Or do you know?
Milk.
Huh?
They should be hot. I mean, you just have to peel the shell off and cook it. I mean, eat it. Like, you know? Like steamed shrimp.
You don't think we should just go and take them off?
No.
You don't?
No. We didn't do it last time.
I think go ahead and take some of them off if you want.
Okay.
It says in the recipe to do it.
I'm gonna move these out.
Oh. All right, y'all. Last time we left the shells on the shrimp, but we might take some of them off. Okay, somebody else said you don't have to peel it. They can just peel it as they eat it. That's what we did last time. But anyhow, the cookbook is $25. Go to my page, the page where you see the biscuits in the background. Click on send message. If you want to know what's in the pots, if you're just joining on, the first thing we put in the pot was red potatoes. We cut them in half. There's the red potatoes. You cook those for 15 minutes. Then you add the kielbasa. And we're cooking that now for 5 minutes. It's almost done. Normally then we would put the corn in here. But we're cooking the corn separate because I got too much and it all won't fit in one pot. But that's okay. We're going to add our shrimp to this pot just in a minute. After we cook that a little bit longer. So Brooke's over there washing the shrimp real good. And what are you boiling the potatoes? Water? Alright, we put water in there and then we put 3/4 of a cup of this Old Bay seasoning. That's why the water sort of looks red. The corn is done. Yes, it is. I'm going to turn this off and slide it off of the eye because we don't want it to keep on cooking. It's done. It only had to cook like 5 to 7 minutes. This is the only seasoning you put in is Old Bay seasoning. And then we're going to get it out here and put it in a big container. Let me grab a container. We're going to put it in this big container, and then as soon as we add the shrimp, you just cook the shrimp. When you add it, it'll be done when the shrimp turns pink. You just have to cook it a couple minutes. I don't know anything about shrimp, y'all, because I don't eat it, so I don't know if it's deveined or not. I don't know nothing about shrimp. So, I think we bought the ones that was already deveined. I don't know. Alright, this timer's off. So we are ready for the shrimp when she gets it. Let me check out this shrimp, y'all, and see what's going on.
They're fine. This is good.
Alright, you ain't gonna do all that. Alright, we are going to add the shrimp now. And then we're just going to cook it till this shrimp is done. And it won't take long at all. That is making a great big pot.
Whoa.
Let me get you over here and show you the pot, y'all. Let me get you flipped up there where you can see that pot a little bit. It's not going to take long now. You can see the shrimp is already turning pink. Just going to take it. I'm going to put this timer on about 3 minutes. I'm just going to stir this up a little bit. Look there, y'all. We done hit 2,000 people. Bless your heart. Y'all, all 2,000 of y'all, hit that little share button at the bottom of your screen if you don't mind. And also, go follow my page if you're not following it. I'd appreciate it. Alright, so what we got in this pot now is our little red potatoes. We cut them in half. We got Old Bay seasoning. We got Polish kielbasa. We got corn, but it didn't fit in the same pot, so we got that over here. But the corn will be in the same pot. It's going to be in that same pan. I'm just going to keep it separate for right now because this pot is full. So right now we're just cooking the shrimp. Alright, that pot is real full, y'all. Wow, 2,200. Y'all must have been hitting that share button. Let me know if you share it. Shrimp cooks in 60 seconds if it's boiling. This is not boiling because I just added all that cold shrimp. So we're going to let it come up to a little bit of a temperature here. It's not going to take long. Right there, y'all can see it. Let me show you that shrimp up close. That shrimp's already pink. So I know it don't take long for shrimp. I don't eat shrimp, so I don't know a whole lot about it. But Tony loves seafood. He's been wanting some seafood. And then we're just going to scoop all this out and put it in a 9 by 13 pan. And we set it on the table. And we're going to have coleslaw with it. And we are going to have hush puppies with it. You don't really have to have anything with it if you don't want to. Alright, I'm going to let that come up for 1 second here. Hang on. How many minutes has been on that shrimp? You think we're done?
Yeah.
Alright, we think this is done. I'm going to go ahead and turn the eye off. Whoops, there's the timer. I'm going to go ahead and scoop some of this corn out so y'all can see what this looks like. And then I'm going to set this right here and I'm going to start scooping it out of here, which I need. Actually, I need this great big scoop here. This is a wonderful scoop for this.
Is that from Pampered Chef?
Yeah, this is a big scoop that Pampered Chef, they just started making this, I think, last year. But it's wonderful for this. If you want to add more seasoning once you get all this scooped out, you can do that. Then you just set it on your table and people just pick out of this whatever they want. I don't know who come up with this recipe, but it's very good. All right, let me put a couple more corns on here so you can see what it looks like. Then I'm just going to take this corn and stick it over here in this one. Just to keep it warm. It's not cooking anymore. I'm going to move it off of the eye. So this does not, it won't continue to cook. It's just going to keep it warm, that hot water. All right, let me get this back over here and I'll show y'all the final result. Also, I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put the Pampered Chef link up here. A lot of y'all asked me that scooper that I just had. It's from Pampered Chef. They have a lot of holiday specials going on. They have some Black Friday specials already going on. So I pinned the link at the bottom of the page. This was the only kind of shrimp that our store had. And it was called East Coast Shrimp. I don't know anything about it. That's the only shrimp they had. Here's our hush puppies. We did them in the air fryer. We just bought frozen ones and we did them in the air fryer. So you can actually take this Old Bay, and if you want to sprinkle more on it, feel free to sprinkle a little bit more on it. A lot of people like the Old Bay seasoning on this stuff. All right. All right, there you have it. Ooh, my hair's done falling down. It's hot standing over this thing here. All right, we will talk to y'all later. 8 o'clock tonight is Fireside.